Hi everyone, welcome to this reading. So I have my bowl of water out. I will be scrying throughout this message. If you are new to my channel, my readings are a little different, and if you're returning, welcome back. You know how we do if it doesn't resonate with you. If you're forcing the story to fit, arguing with it in any way, just leave it behind for the people who it's meant for. So let's go ahead and let's begin. Okay. Taking a step aside and allowing spirit to pass through me. Opening up to receive information. Okay. There's something here about natural forces that are mentoring us at this time. For some of you, this gets very specific, very, very specific. For some of you, this is going to be, for example, maybe it's spirits that are mentoring you. Maybe it is a power animal. Maybe it is, how's that leaning? Maybe it's some sort of plant medicine. There's something here that is of the natural world that is currently teaching us something. And we may not even equate the two. We might be learning something off on the side and we don't necessarily recognize that it's that thing that is allowing the boxes in our mind to open up. Some of you, you're aware of that. Others of you, you may not have put it together. It's like the entrance of this energy into our life, the utilization of this energy in our life. It's teaching us something about an interconnected energy, whether this is the pattern at play in the universe, whether this is the collective energy, whether this is an energy of magic or some sort of force or energy that we can entangle and mesh and move to a certain degree, or if this is even time. Okay, there's something in the natural world that is teaching us these lessons about something that enmeshes and entangles us. Not necessarily in a bad way. For some of you, it may be positive energies like love, but there's something here that's the focus, that is an energy that connects. Understanding this connection is forcing someone's mental capacity to grow, forcing someone's empathy and compassion to grow. Not everyone's going to be in the empathy compassion category yet, okay? But there is some force of truth that is inherent in us, that is trying to emerge, and it has to emerge through layers of conditioning, layers of belief, layers of labels, layers of understanding, layers of learning. Okay? And this mentor seems to be helping us kind of wiggle and oscillate so that we're breaking the shells further and further and further. Okay. Oh, I love this energy. I love this energy. Right. Okay, tell me about the mentor. Ooh. Oh, I have the deck. Okay, we'll take it. Okay, so this is for the mentor. So this is opening a key, and if we look at it the right way, it's the number 9. So definitely this humanitarian, it's like a vast energy, whatever it is. It's a very vast energy, cosmic in nature in some way. We may not necessarily know that, especially if this has just entered our life, but there's definitely a cosmic element coming in with this mentor energy for sure. And understanding and able to navigate the great cycles, therefore time is coming in, and also trying to help us, allow us to navigate the great cycles as well. For some of you, this mentor is helping you learn to open or step through portals, or for some of you, you might resonate with it as stepping through timelines. The spiral is very important to this. Okay, the ring. The interconnection here is showing up with some plant medicine, and it's showing up in the number 8 again with a ring. So we have double confirmation of this ring. For some of you, there may even be a concept such as spirit marriage that's entering in. Don't take that if it doesn't resonate for you. Don't force that to fit into your story. It's a very serious ordeal, so please don't. But this is an energy here where it's like there's some sort of commitment that we've had, that this that is inherent to us, that is learning about how to go from being a finite, ego-driven human. I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it that way. We operate from the standpoint of individuality and of having these needs and these things, and not that our needs aren't important, our needs are very important, but our wants, our desires, and these set things, and then how to break out of that mold to understand the eternity that we embody, the field that we embody, the one that we embody. That's all part of spiritual alchemy. So how do we refine ourselves to the highest degree? This is what this mentor is really trying to bring forward. They're trying to unleash your cosmic force, okay? Not your earthly force, your cosmic force. It's almost like a mirror image too, because by unleashing your cosmic force, you're actually unleashing your earthly force. So what I mean by that is being able to create more stability inside of your life, being able to provide for yourself in a most abundant way, because the universe is freaking abundant, right? It's an abundant universe. It's also a terrifying universe in some ways. And so, being able to tap into that terrifying aspect of self. This is about becoming whole and complete, and understanding that no one thing that makes you up can be discarded without damaging the whole. Okay, so that's why all of these different bands are intertwined. Right now you may be learning about one particular thing. It may be about the collective connection that you have. For some of you, it may be spiritual. For others of you, literally it might be business, right? It doesn't always have to be in this spiritual spectrum for it to be an evolved energy, right? We came here to live. We came here to be part of Earth. So someone here, you're learning some lessons here about planet Earth also. That's not going to be everybody's story. For some of you, it's about nature and the connection that nature has with one another, especially if, mycology plays a part in that. Like, oh my God, let me geek out for a minute. I won't. But, go watch some documentaries about fungi. It's amazing. Fungi, it's amazing. This plant right now, I know it's not, but it looked like yarrow to me. So yarrow may be important for somebody. Yarrow, I think, is a very powerful plant. But I do think that there's somebody who that's actually a symbol for, so yeah. And then that's looking like a jade plant to me, so I feel like somebody's just recently snipped a jade plant, you're trying to propagate it. Let's see. And that doesn't look like, but it's speaking milkweed to me, so there may be something important about milkweed or milkweed pods. Okay. There we go. Number 2, the co-creation, the interconnection, the rift in the dimension, the split in space-time. How do we open our minds up from experiencing this linear reality in order to experience the totality, which actually comprises us? Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. This is some fascinating work that someone is doing with, I'll call it a guide. Whatever it is, I'll call it a guide. Maybe you're going out in nature and you're just speaking to the trees, right? They can be your guides. It's like a guide in these spaces. It's like we're learning something here. Very interesting energy. I love this. Okay, so what do we have to say about this now? Ooh, it just came in. We have the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords here, this is about the transforming of the mental space. The Queen of Swords wasn't always in the position that she was in. She had to lose something significant for her to take this throne. And you can look through various books, especially the older books. They have this little story that the Queen of Swords is actually the widow of the tarot. She lost her husband. He's off fighting in a war that she doesn't know if he's alive, if he's died, and so she's essentially filling in for him, and she's the one that now rules this kingdom. And she has this seat with this cherub, so there's this element of the sacred innocence that she embodies, and all these butterflies. Remember I said milkweed pods, so there may be something important about butterflies for somebody. And she's cloud cloaked. She's very mysterious in that way. With the cloak, it's like what covers her, you never actually know exactly what you're looking at, because what do clouds do? They shapeshift. So for some of you, this energy is a very shape-shifty energy, and you may find that out through time. Shape-shifty energy isn't bad. Shapeshifty energy is, it comes with some very deep and profound lessons in how to open up our mind to break the box open. Okay. This Queen of Swords energy that's coming through, there's definitely an element of telepathic energy that's happening. So you may be having moments where you call people and they're like, oh my God, I just thought of you. Or you are thinking about people and then they call you, or you just thought of something and then you happen to drive by something that says the same thing. There's these moments of the interconnected pattern that's coming through in the mental spaces. And that's where we know that we're tuning in, right? Our mind is tuning in. Our mind isn't necessarily off on a different frequency, it's tuning in. And this is what they're doing. They're tuning you in. Here, again, the boxes are being broken open. There's a lot of stuck structures in terms of our perception, our beliefs, our ideas, the labels that we borrow or that we use. Labels are important to be able to have the conversation. But in terms of our identity, really freeing our identity from those labels so that we can be. Okay? How to fill the box. How to be the cosmos. How to, oh God, this is big energy someone's working on. Okay. Ooh. I'm glad to see that card coming up. We've had a lot of very feminine energies coming up lately. So I'm glad to see the King of Wands making an appearance, because this is where we take control of our desires and our willpower from a very responsible seat. The King of Wands is interesting because he doesn't really take no for an answer. Not that you should do that and overstep boundaries. It's just that he knows what he deserves and he values himself. And so if he can't get things in a particular way, he understands that he needs to take his time and energy elsewhere. So some of you, the reason why this storyline is coming out is because you first sought this path maybe because of something interconnected or interrelational that really devastated you. Maybe you weren't receiving the energy that you needed to receive. So there's a lot of self-confidence and willpower that's coming into this reading. That's not going to be everybody's story, but I do see it a little bit just because we have the Queen of Swords facing off with the King of Wands here, and she's got a sword in her hand. So it's kind of like, someone's like, no, 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 no. And the King of Wands is like, but baby. And so I like that it is the King of Wands, though, because it's saying that this energy and this triad here is really helping someone to step into their magician, right? This is for me, this is almost like pre-magician energy. You know how people say the Nine of Pentacles is pre-Empress? This for me is like pre-magician energy. In reality, I almost view the King of Wands as the wizard. Again, we get that shape-shifty energy coming in. So how do I fill different boxes? How do I fill different roles? How do I not limit myself into one thing or into one direction or into one path? How do I kind of become my totality and yet understand who I am? And this is beautiful because these are the deeper mysteries of self that someone is starting to delve into with this particular mentor, whatever that mentor happens to be. Okay. Understanding our human self and the need to be that human self, while also understanding that human self really contains the cosmos. Okay, one last card. The Pilgrim. And this is a journey. This is definitely the journey that someone is on here. Notice the eye that's in the center, right? This is the obstacle, is the perception. Learning how to change and evolve the perception continuously so that there's this sort of sacred summit that we're able to maintain. I don't see achieve, because oftentimes there are these sacred summits that we will achieve, but then we lose them as quickly as we found them. So this is about really refining the process and entering into those mind states and those awarenesses little by little by little so that we can finally maintain them. Okay. This almost feels like unleashing of the self. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. It just seems like it's confirmation for somebody and a little bit of a hint maybe for other people in terms of where this path is going. So I will leave this here. If this resonated for you, please hit that like button. Feel free to leave me a comment. And until next time.